morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I didn't put a video up yesterday because I didn't do anything yesterday. When I say, a lot of people say I didn't do anything, so I had nothing to do a video about. No, I literally didn't do anything. The night before that, I had slept very poorly, and I was finally asleep about 4:30 in the morning. I went to bed about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I then couldn't get rested. My legs were just really flying all over the place, and I couldn't get comfortable. So I decided that it would be a good idea to have a nice hot shower and try and just relax my bones in my legs. Was not a good idea because I got into the shower and my body froze up and became very still, and I couldn't get out of the shower. So now I'm in the shower with hot water running on me, and my button that I press for if I need help is in the bedroom by my bed. And I had to call for Claudine. Now, thankfully, she heard me because normally she wouldn't hear that when she was sleeping. So thankfully, she heard me and was able to come and rescue me out of the shower. Heaven knows I'd have been a prune when I got out. But anyway, so I did get out and went to bed. But then the next day, which was yesterday, I had no ambition or stamina to do anything. I didn't even want to do paperwork. I just did nothing. Claudine was going shopping. We always go shopping on a Monday. And Claudine was going shopping, and I just said, I just don't want to go. And then for me, I love organization and fixing things up. And she was going to organize the pantry last night. I shouldn't say was going to, because she did organize the pantry. Looks great. And she tried to encourage me to come and help her, and I just came and watched her. Oh, that's horrible. I didn't even help her. But I just didn't have any stamina about me. So anyway, today I'm still a bit lethargic, and I'm not moving just as good as I'd like to be, but enough is enough. I can't sit on the pity pot forever, so I'm just going to have to face things and get up and do them. Now, Bill was gone when I got up this morning because today is the first day of his day program. It's like you're having a daycare for a child. You have daycare for seniors where they can meet each other and do things because dad's daycare. But it's he likes to meet and talk with people. So when when we were living in the apartment, he could go downstairs for coffee with others. But here he can't do that. So we thought that was a very good idea when that was suggested to him. And he, I guess, said to Claudine, I think he was a little nervous going. As you get older, you get a little bit more nervous. And I think he's a bit nervous going because he said to Claudine, if I don't like it, I'm not going back next week. And I said to Claudine, this doesn't sound like Dad, but, he is changing. And so Claudine says, but, legitimately, he probably was a bit nervous. So anyway, we'll see how he liked it. I think you'll get there, and it's new people to listen to his stories and whatnot. They get to have lunch. They're provided a lunch while they're there. They do different activities, I understand, but I'll hear about it when he comes home. And he goes from 9 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon, so it's a nice, good day. And it's not very far from here, and he gets to go on. Well, we thought it was a bus that was coming to pick him up, like a handy bus or Access Calgary bus. But apparently it was a cab that came to pick him up, and you just had to pay the price of a bus ticket or something for the cab ride.
We didn't have a bus ticket.
But we didn't have a bus ticket because we didn't know it cost that, and the driver just said, don't worry about it this time, get it for next week. So we'll get it for next week. Anyway, so that was what was going on there. Now, the other thing I did was we went Costco shopping the other day. I believe I told you all about it. It was like $400 in a blink of an eye. But anyway, one of the things that we were doing was we were trying to find some fruit. I love fruit. I really do. I love fruit. And the pineapples that we've had have been so beautiful, but just, I don't know whether we're out of season for pineapples or whatnot, but our pineapples have not been good, and our watermelon was not good. Now, I was told that the watermelon from Costco was very good, but it was $13.99 for a watermelon. I kind of squawked a little bit about it, but if you look at all the prices of fruit, it's crazy. So anyway, we will do a watermelon another time, but we saw this and we said, let's take a chance and go for it. So it's something new that they have out. You know how they're trying to breed different fruits together and stuff, but this is called a very cherry plum. This is what the package looks like.
The dad was a plum, the mom was a cherry.
The dad was a plum, the mom was a cherry. That's what Claudine says. Oh my gosh, we're silly folks here. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. We couldn't remember what we paid. Claudine and I thought we paid $8.99, but I looked it up and they said it's $9.99. But anyway, $10. You've got 3 pounds of them here. And this is what they look like. Now, the hint. This is now an empty container. And I've thought about doing this review when we have 2 left. So that tells you I think we enjoyed them. Or at least I enjoyed them because I think I ate the majority of them. But anyway, so very cherry plums. And I'm going to show you. They are just like a plum, but they have a cherry flavor. It's very sweet on the outside. As you get closer to the pit in the middle, it's a little more tart. And it is delicious. It has a smaller pit than what a plum would have. The flesh, you see the flesh is kind of a yellow and a pink mix. It is delicious, absolutely delicious. So if you're ever at Costco or somewhere else and you see them, it's nice to give it a try. Try something new. Bill and I did this once years ago. We tried something called a pluot. And it was a cross between a plum and an apricot. It was delicious, but it was madly expensive. We bought one. I think we paid $1.50 or something for the one. And it was, good heavens, I mean, that was years ago, right? So when you're getting something that's bred differently, it sometimes is very costly. But anyway, at the price of fruit, I just wanted something a little different. I love an apple. I do love an apple. And I love the Honeycrisp, but it's still a bit more expensive than the others. But they have ones out now that are like Ambrosia or Pink Ladies, very close to what a Honeycrisp is, and very, very good. And they're not as expensive as the price. So I think that's one of the things that we like to do when we're at the grocery store is try something a little bit different. I'm not as adventurous when it comes to trying different meats. I'm not as adventurous when it comes to even trying different vegetables. Occasionally a different vegetable, but I have to be a little bit certain as to what path that's going down because I don't like eggplant or it's a consistency thing with me. It's a texture, you know. We bought one watermelon not too long ago and it was a texture of it. It was I don't know even how to describe it. I'd say spongy or something. Like the inside of it didn't have a nice crisp flavor, you know. So I guess you were relegated to pay the prices of foods now, so better enjoy what we buy. And I just hate wasting my money on it. Like I said to Claudine, I said, I hate wasting. I spent $5.99 for a pineapple that we threw out. You know, like it was absolutely no good. When we cut into it, it was brown and just looked horrible. And even the ones, you know, in the store, they cut them to look ever so nice in their clear containers. They didn't even look nice. They looked dry and woody. And I said to Claudine, that's not enticing somebody to buy that for sure, you know. But so what else are we going to do? Bill will be home shortly. I don't think we're going to do too much. We got our deep freeze delivered yesterday. It's not plugged in or anything yet. It's just sitting there waiting to get plugged in. We've got it up into its spot. Just have to turn it around and get it plugged in. And then we will start to decide what's going in there and what's going to stay out here. And we'll get that all organized. So I think
that's how you said you want the ice cream in that one.
Oh yes, I thought that. Well, I was going to put meat up there, and Claudia says she kind of likes the meat down here, and I said, oh, good, because I was going to have the meat and the novelties up there. She could envision me eating at nighttime a lot of novelties. Anyway, I don't know how we're going to divide it up. I think the meat's going to stay down here, and then mine is quite small, so I mean we will put different things in there, but it'll probably be more like the bags of frozen vegetables and bags of frozen pierogies or hash browns or whatever we have like that. those things can go up into mine a lot easier than taking up the space down here. And we still have the one that's in the the end of the drawer one that's in the refrigerator, and that's a good place to keep our novelties and our ice cream. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my ice cream, because I sure do enjoy it. Anyway, okay, I'm just prattling on here doing nothing else, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and we will chat to you all tomorrow. Hope you're having a great day. Bye bye.